Well, hello again. Didn't see you there. Today we're going to go back to making more of this. Yeah, I forgot about this series in general. But today I'm gonna teach you how to use an array list, but it will be like making a mm, mm, wait list for how do you say it? A list for guests. Like if they enter their name, they will not be allowed to enter like that. Yeah. Well, we're gonna start off by, of course, having our two imports on part of the series. You're gonna need scanner and array list. And the other, you're gonna have to call in a class. You could put whatever, but when you create a file, the class already starts like that, and you have to put the same name as the file that you created. And now we're gonna create the public static void main string args. That would allow you to do inputs and outputs and stuff like that. And now we're gonna create our scanner. We're gonna call it input. It's gonna be equal to new scanner system dot in, and there we go. Then we're gonna create of course, the array list. Without that, wouldn't be able to make the list to put people in it and basically do like a bouncer does. But this could be good for inputting names and recognizing names. And then we're gonna call it list. It's gonna be equal to new array list. I'm gonna be empty here and empty here. There we go. Now we're gonna create system dot out dot print ln, and with that we can call out to we can make them put like an instruction they have to follow. So like ins insert your name to see if you are in the guest list. And of course, now we'll have to use our input. So we're going to create a new string. We're going to call it name. It's going to be equal to input dot next line. I know it's just died right there. Right. Next line. Remember to always remember the cases. Like here's supposed to be L uppercase, and same with system, always with S uppercase. And everything after a dot is always uppercases, and then whatever you're looking for in the imports. So now that we have our name, of course, before that we gotta add it. The name's already in the guest list, so list dot add. I think there's other ways to do it this quicker, but I'm gonna go with that easy and common way to do it. It's just adding in manually. Call Ryan or invite list then dot add. We're gonna put Gin is invited and list dot add. We're gonna put list is invited. Now that we have our the guest list, now we're gonna have to see that name. We're gonna check if it's in the list or not. So it's gonna be if name dot e wait, yeah. We're also gonna make first the I think we're also gonna need, if I remember correctly, probably a boolean. Because if it's in the list returns true, yeah, a boolean. We're gonna need a boolean for this one. So up here we're gonna create boolean and then we're gonna put it false because you haven't checked yet. So if we're gonna call it if in the list, well, we're gonna in list, very good, equals to false. And then we're gonna start making our for loops or while loops, whichever you wanna use. Let's use our for loop. Int I equals 0, I minus list dot size, and then I plus plus. We're gonna check if name dot equals. You can also use the double slashes, but it is a string, so equals. There we go. Two. None of that. We're gonna create put list dot get I equals to whatever that is. Then in list equals to true. And then, yeah, that's about it. Because we don't have to, as long as it's in the list, it's true. If not, then, yeah, there's none other. We could also try more fancy and put else or something like that. But for now, I think this is gonna work like this. So let's see, and then we're gonna see if it's working. We're just gonna print system that out that print ln or print whatever you want to use, and then in list. Now let's see if it works. And of course, remember to always, I always forget about this, and always get minus points in my exams. To close the input, that close. There we go. That's pretty much about it. Let's see if it works or not. I'm gonna call my name, Jim, and it is in the list. Now let's try with something else, like let's try Goku. And yeah, he's not in the list. So yeah, that's pretty much how you do a check in the list. And this part you could maybe do a different part of the menu for this to have it like insert the guest list and then check and then a second if for if you are in that guest list it will do activate something as a part. Coding is more like using what you learn and then adding them and make it better. You can also decorate here, put in like this, and then instead of next or instead of print ln, I think you should just put print. It will look even better. I think. Let's see. Yeah, see now it will look like this, and here you can write it down. So yeah, and then if it's true, we could like now that we know it's true, we could put like if in list. Since it's a true value, that means you don't have to like compare or anything. Booleans will just give you if you give you true, will already enter here. So now that we have it, we could just put like a system dot out dot print ln. Then we're gonna put like welcome, and then we're gonna get the name. And there we go. Welcome, and we'll say your name. If not, else, then system dot out dot print ln. It's gonna say like sorry, but you are not the in the list. Now let's try that again and see if it works. We're gonna write my name, Jin, and there we go. Welcome, Jin. Oh, but you can see here that it's not working as intended. No, I mean, not the correct string syntax. That's simple to fix. First of all, I'm gonna move this up, the true value, to know if it's true or false. You don't have to put it. It's just something to see, or see if it's working. And to fix the welcome here, all you have to do is just put a plus sign again, and then there we go. Yeah, space. Space is also like a character, its own character. Now it should probably work. I'm gonna put Jin. And there we go. Of course, it's true. And welcome, Jin. Of course, now if we put something else, we just say like Gohan is false and sorry, but you're not in the list. And that's how you do like mostly and pretty amateur, you will say, or pretty um beginner level of making a list that checks if you're in the list and allows entry or just saying no, sorry. Anyways, thank you for watching this Java exercise, random exercise that I've done, and I hope to see you in the next video if I get more time to do this. Because it's also a coding channel uh, most of the time. Yeah. Well, see ya.